Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel and welcome to my Dwarf Fortress Quickie series where I try and cover aspects of Dwarf Fortress in under 5 minutes. I've had a comment by one of our viewers about immigration and how does that work. So that's going to be the topic of this video, and I'll try and cover the major aspects in under 5 minutes. And with that in mind, my 5 minutes starts now. Okay, so immigration. The first thing we need to know about is in settings. Then we go into game and we scroll down to population cap. From default it's 200. If you want less dwarves to show up at your fortress or more, then you need to change this before you start a fortress and save it, and then you start a fortress. Make sure that if you want to change that for future fortresses, you come back here and edit this. But this is where you can change the strict population cap. And what does that mean? Once you reach that population cap, immigration will not occur. Okay, next key point is in the world map. So let's go there. Okay, so first I want to talk about what is immigration. So immigration in Dwarf Fortress is the process of attracting dwarves from your origin civilization, one of their sites, to your fortress. What does that mean? On the bottom right here, you have choose origin civilization. And in the world generation, in the history generation, civilizations will be created, they'll die, so on. And the more time you have, the more impact it will have on this. So on this world, it only had 100 years. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 civilizations. I've had worlds where I've only had 1 or 2, and I've had up to 8. So this will be different every world that you create. So why is this important? Now, if we're attracting dwarves from parent or an origin civilization, here we've got 5, and let's look at the held swords. Here on the map you can see these blue icons. That's their sites that you can attract migrants from. It has a population of 1600, so it's a medium-sized civilization, and it's got 22 sites. Let's compare it to a small civilization. The coincidental canyons, it's got a population of 420 and 12 sites. You can see here on the screen. So this is what I would call a small civilization. I've had lower, like under 100, and like 1 or 2 sites. So you could definitely get smaller, but this is still a small site. And then let's go to the Mines of Sensing. It's got a number of 41 sites and a population of 3,800. So we've got a greater area and population to recruit migrants from or attract migrants from. How does this impact immigration? The bigger it is, the better caliber or potential caliber you could get from immigrants. So you have a greater chance of attracting a legendary weaponsmith from a large civilization like 3,800 of the Mines of Sensing versus a small civilization being the coincidental canyons. So that is one impact. Doesn't guarantee that's going to happen, but there's a greater chance. Alright, so the next thing is we need to go into a fortress and talk about mechanics. Okay, how does this work in your fortress? So first of all, there are 2 hard-coded waves to your fortress from when you embark. The first one happens in the early seasons after you first set up, and you can expect around about 2 to 10 immigrants in that first immigration wave. Then you will have a second immigration in the low double digits, and that'll happen in the first spring after establishment. Then migration waves could occur every season after that based on your wealth. And a few other things, but largely wealth. How do you find your wealth? Once you've got a broker in an office, you can highlight your mouse over the fortress name here at the top left, and it will show you your wealth there. Now, wealth is important, and that's generated wealth, so everything that you craft in your fortress, but that needs to be reported back to your parent civilization through the trading caravan and outpost liaison that happens every winter in your fortress. Now, if they don't get back to the parent civilization for whatever reason, they were ambushed by a goblin siege on the way out, or you killed them, or some other fun occurred, then your fortress wealth will not be reported that year, and that will impact your ability to immigrate or attract immigrants. So If one or the other gets back, no, both need to get back. So let's just say your outpost liaison gets back, but your caravan is wiped out by a bunch of marauding mandrels, then it's not reported. Okay, now it's important to note here at the trading post that a trade doesn't need to happen, but they need to arrive and set up for them to be able to report it. That's my understanding of the mechanic of how they register your Fortress Wealth, and obviously your outpost liaison will go to your broker's office and talk with them there and set up the trade agreements for the next year. So I hope I've covered, that's a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but I've covered the major points. I strongly encourage you to go to the Dwarf Fortress Wiki, look at the current version. At time of publication of this video, it's 50.05, and it has the details of immigration there for you. I hope this has helped. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment in the comments section, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. Have a great day and enjoy your Dwarf Fortress fun.